This video tutorial will focus on building a question list. The first step is to select Poll from the Launchpad, which will bring up the show bar. From the show bar, click on the drop-down arrow, followed by Question List, and then New Question List. This will bring up the question editor window, which will start automatically with a multiple choice question template. To edit this question, simply enter the question you wish to ask in the Enter a Question text box in the top center of the question editor window. Enter the answers to said question in the boxes just below, which already have text saying Enter Answer Text. To add more answer choices, hit the Add Answer Choice button at the bottom of the question editor window. The TurningPoint AnyWhere software allows up to 10 answer choices per multiple choice question. To mark an answer correct, select the drop-down arrow in the text box which says No Value and select Correct. All other answer choices will automatically change to incorrect. However, it is possible to have multiple correct answers by simply selecting the drop-down arrow in another box and changing its value to correct. If you move your attention to the section titled Question Properties on the right-hand side of the question editor window, you will notice a few options. If you check Anonymous, this individual question will collect responses but will not collect device IDs and student names. This is best used for when asking a controversial question in which the responder's identity is not necessary. Students will receive no points if the question is marked anonymous. Correct value displays the total points possible for this individual question. Change this value to anything you want, though the default will be 1 point. Incorrect value displays the total points lost for an incorrect question. The default is 0 points lost, though it is possible to set the incorrect value to negative points. The Responses drop-down arrow sets the number of responses a student can have for the individual question. For instance, if there is more than one correct answer, setting the responses equal to the amount of correct answers will allow students to respond more than once and receive all the points for the question. The default will be 1 response per question. The Allow Duplicates drop-down arrow determines if a participant can submit the same answer more than once for the question. In a sense, a student can receive multiple points for the same answer if this is set to true. The default is set to false. Under Presentation Properties, the Display Correct Answer Indicator option does just that. It displays the correct answer once the results graph for the question is displayed. The Display Countdown Timer option activates a timer when the question is asked. Enter the desired number of seconds in the seconds text box. Another way to change the correct value of a question is to return to the answer choices and insert a value other than the default correct value where the text correct and incorrect would normally be displayed. This value will override the correct and incorrect values within the Question Properties section of the question editor window. This option is typically used when there are multiple correct answers, but one answer is worth more than the other. To add more questions to your question list, simply click the Add Question button located in the top left of the question editor window. A menu will drop down allowing you to choose from 5 different types of question. The multiple choice and numeric response options are the most commonly used questions within the software. We strongly recommend against using fill in the blank and essay questions as they are extremely difficult for students to respond to from their clicker devices, though they are options available to you. Create as many questions as necessary for your session, and then save the question list in a desired location by clicking the Save button at the top right of the question editor window. The default location will be in the TPAW folder located in My Documents. Name your question list whatever you like and click Save. Close out of the question editor window and view our tutorial on loading a question list if needed. This concludes the Building a Question List tutorial.